I'm surprised they don't put chalk outlines around me. Such a pretty boy.
Oh, she is all nice and matchy. The hair, the pants, the saddle pad.
Well, and I have the saddle pad and the frame of the phone, so what I'm looking at here is even matchier because I have the orange dot in the middle and the orange frame around. Makes me very happy.
Wish I had that kind of lovely hair.
Hers looks brushed even. Small things we find to appreciate in life. Matching socks, someone's hair's brushed.
No kidding. Shoes that you can find.
Uh-huh. The blown out shoulder, I always have to have help with mine, so that's one of the things I've learned to appreciate a lot. Oh, what a sweet baby. What a sweet baby. He's just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and that's him. He's just like, that's what I mean, he just wants a person and to make them happy. And I feel like with him, my little bit of writing with him, like he loves verbal praise. He does so well. Just tries and tries.
You go, baby. He opens up beautifully for her. She's got a good feel.
And he's unflappable out here.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have the trucks go by with the flags and all sorts of stuff. He just doesn't care. Knock on wood now that I say that, but
My most absolutely unflappable never has spooked in the 4 years I've had him, all the thoroughbred baby brain years. My neighbor did something he does all the time, running down on a quad, but his dog was trying to bite his bumper, and what bothered the horse, I don't know. But she had a rider on recovering from past trauma, and he actually exploded bucking. And by some miracle, she stayed on. And because he likes Mullen, he had the Pelham on, even though he doesn't need the curb. And she was so scared when she saw it by the fence, she hadn't let off the curb. And finally he started to buck again to let her know, let off. And she never did come off of him, but he had never done anything before, and had to be that time.
yeah, Emery said that he spooked in the indoor. I can't remember if it was with his owner. I haven't had any issues with him in the indoor.
If they lack confidence, especially if that's why Ian is being sold, it sounds like his rider lacks confidence, they'll usually find one thing, and it's always scary, even if it's not scary, when that person's on him.
Like there goes a tarp
Mm-hmm.
or something.
But see, it's better to experience a spook and see how they spook than nothing. Yeah, pretty good flappy tarp.
And that was pretty much it.
Wow, I'm doing a terrible job videoing. I can't keep this thing centered. I'm afraid she's going to be seasick watching this. One of my students got to pick some, they're trying to do remote lessons, and I think the Pivo's cheaper, and since I usually ride by myself, I might do that because I am horrible at videoing. Just terrible. It'd be so nice just to get something simple.
Yeah, one of our adult amateur ladies, I think if you met her, Erica, she's got Hooky and Monty, the little puppies.
Okay.
She was thinking about getting one. I don't know if she has or not.
So the cheaper one, the Pivo, you have to be the only one in the arena or else it won't track. The Pixar, I think it's not Pixum. has you wear a bracelet or an armband so that it can pick you out of the crowd noise, stays tracked to you.
Right.
Oh, she's very kind. Just reach forward and scratch his neck to reassure him.
Yeah, they moved. I probably should have seen that when I was riding, but I think they moved on both sides the green gates on the outside of the fence, and that's what he's seeing.
It's okay.
But
She's not after a finished horse, and it's better she sees his quirks. I mean, you know, as far as horses doing naughty things, that was a 0.
he likes her.
Mhm.
I've seen enough people ride him that
Mhm.
when
He
they're
was.
too hard on his face, like he just brushes, like he goes back into racehorse mode.
Mhm. He was so concerned at first. They pull, you pull back and go faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's happy with her.
I was in my 40s when I applied for my exercise rider's permit. And I was asking what the oldest person was to apply, and they didn't know. They only know they have like 60 and 70-year-olds out there galloping still, so they weren't impressed.
Of course, his harder side, but again, he likes her. He's just nice and loose and happy.
Dyslexic me was going to ask, why is this his harder hand? Most horses are, oh, wait a minute, left-handed, this is his right. But track horses do 4 lead changes. They work both sides equally on the loop, and they go to the right to warm up first. So they're usually pretty even.
This is the side that he would rush into if he's going to rush.
Yeah.
Typically. To the left, he picks it up super fast. But this one, he'll rush in through a drop.
He's doing really well. I mean, you can definitely tell the work's been put in him. Well, if she doesn't get him, I will spread the word, having seen him personally. What a sweetheart he is.
Yeah, I just want to know that he's such a good boy. I mean, I'm sure Amory does as well, and the owner. But after riding him 5 or 6 times, and
You're very invested now.
yeah, and he started off, tense, and he and I have come a long ways too. In just the 6 rides.
Okay, that one was the wind, not me. The wind just blew the phone around. Get a bigger grip now.
This is him. That little thing you get is that's his like.
No,
am I doing it right?
Like him.
Am I?
He's really fun. This, I think I just don't know how to do.
A lot of people on their track do their own teeth. So even a horse with like an excellent bite can have the little points he has just because whoever did them might not have done a very good job. I've had that happen a lot. They just have little random points that aren't what you'd normally expect.
And I have no idea on his medical stuff. Never even know that. And what I've seen, like taking him out to pasture, bringing him back in, he's a total gentleman.
I can't imagine him really getting naughty. He just doesn't have it in him. He'd have to be driven to defend himself pretty hard before he would get really bad. He would have to feel like it was his life at risk. That's his basic temperament. I mean, your baby has a sense of humor enough that he might do something just because it's funny, you know, like,
Right.
hi, are you there?
I think the difference, they're both like mischievous, but mine has a little bit more stubborn in him, and I think he's got a little bit more confidence. Isn't the right
I was gonna say
word?
independence.
Yeah.
And horses are not stubborn. Herd animals really can't be.
But
it's-
independence might be the right way to
Yeah.
describe
I'm sure I'm right. I can lead you.
it. Yeah. And
And then that's
no.
perceived as stubborn, so it's harder to correct. A
I'm
sweet,
going
fluffy
to annoy you
boy.
until you comply.
Uh-huh.
But this guy doesn't have any of that.
No, he doesn't. He has a, please be nice to me. I really want to be hugged.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. You're going to have the whole conversation in the background.